Guys, we need to have a talk. I have a confession to make. I am in a reading slump. The only thing keeping me going right now is having the best hair on booktube. But for real, guys, January has not been a great month for reading. I've read 2 books. I've finished 2 books. And I've been playing a lot of Valorant. I got sucked back into the Valorant grind, and I just haven't wanted to read. So let's get into this January wrap up and February TBR, and let's see what happens. So as I said, I did read 2 books in January. The first one was Deadhouse Gates by Steven Erickson. This is book 2 of Malazan Book of the Fallen. This book is amazing. It's emotional. It's confusing. It's everything that I thought Malazan would be, and apparently it only gets crazier. So I cannot wait to get to Memories of Ice whenever that might actually be. I'm also thinking about doing a discussion stream or whatever for books 1 and 2. That would probably be over Valentine's Day weekend, because obviously I don't have any plans. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. The second book I read was Oathbringer. Now, this obviously is book 3 of the Stormlight archive. It is absolutely massive. It's like 1,200 pages. And if you guys remember correctly, I had that on my 5-star my 5-star predictions video, even though I rank them out of 10. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was like just like the slightest tick down from the first 2 books. So yeah, Oathbringer overall really good. Lift, I liked Lift a lot more in Oathbringer than I did in what I read of Edge Dancer, because obviously I haven't finished Edge Dancer yet, because I heard it's not really that important, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, Oathbringer is pretty good, and I can't wait to get into Rhythm of War. I don't know when that'll be, but it'll be sometime this year, I'm sure. I did have 1 DNF for January. I don't like the DNF books. I don't do it very often, but guys, it's The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub. There was absolutely nothing redeeming about this book. I made it about halfway through. The only cool part about it was there's a couple chapters that takes place in Zanesville, Ohio, which is literally like 20 minutes that way from me. It's the mall I go to. So yeah, that's like the only cool part of the book. Everything else you could just throw it away, because I didn't care at all. Yeah, I returned it on Audible. It was that bad. I don't want anything to do with The Talisman ever again, but I'll eventually read it. And then of course I had Empire of Silence. I told myself I was going to finish this book 10 days ago, and I still have 100 pages left. I've read approximately 50, 60 pages over the last week, because I have only been playing Valorant. I will finish this in the next couple days though. Empire of Silence. We're going to throw it in on the January wrap up, but it'll probably be more like February 1st. Overall, I'm really enjoying it. The slump just hits at an inopportune time. But yeah, Empire of Silence is still good. We'll put it on here, but I did not finish it in January. Okay, so February TBR time. As I said, I'm in a little bit of a slump right now, so I went ahead and picked up A Little Hatred by Mr. Abercrombie, Lord Grimdark himself. I'm going to be switching back and forth probably on this, listening to the audiobook and reading physically. Probably immersion read if I'm ever like in the actual book, because Stephen Pacey, of course we know, is just like Jesus Christ himself when it comes to audiobook narration. So definitely a little hatred. I have really high hopes for. I think the whole Age of Madness trilogy is just gonna be a hit for me. Probably 5 stars all across the board. So yeah, little hatred. Next up, and this is, I know I've literally the past like 3 months I have put the A Song of Ice and Fire books on my TBR for Jimmy, Alex, and Leanna's read along, and I have yet to do a single one. But this one I'm gonna do because I have not read this one. This is a first time read, whereas the others would have been rereads. This is A Dance with Dragons. This is the February book, book 5. It's a big boy. This is just slightly shorter than Storm of Swords. But I am really looking forward to A Dance of Dragons. I will be starting this February 1st because it's the longest one and I need to get through it. And next up, after I finish Empire of Silence and probably after I finish Dance with Dragons, I will be going into Howling Dark by Christopher Ruocchio, book 2 of the Sun Eater series. This one, also a big boy, is slightly shorter. By slightly shorter than Dance with Dragons, I mean it's like 400 pages shorter, and it's still 650 pages. So yeah, Howling Dark. I've heard from Christopher Ruocchio himself that this one is kind of more like horror, Lovecraftian. So yeah, that really just piqued my interest even more for this series and for book 2. So Howling Dark by Christopher Ruocchio. And I will absolutely for sure be getting through all 3 of these books in February. Even though it's a short month, we're stacked up. We're gonna try. And I'm absolutely not going to get through all of this in February. I'm gonna do maybe like, my Discord is on again. I'm probably gonna do like a chapter every couple days or so. Memories of Ice by Steven Erickson. I've let Deadhouse Gates sit with me for about 2 weeks, and I am just itching to get back into the world of Malazan. The writing and everything, it's so good. I feel like this is probably going to be another 5-star book for me. So yeah, Memories of Ice by Steven Erickson, and that is pretty much what I plan on reading in February. If you guys have any other... My cats are fighting in the living room. They're still going at it. I should probably check on that. But let me know in the comments what you guys will be reading in February. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. The Discord will be linked in the description, along with any music or whatever that's used. So yeah, if you enjoyed, hit this. I already said all that. I will see you next time.